Hey folks, I'm back. Took just a little bit longer than I wanted to get back to you all, but hopefully this message reaches you right on time. For 2019, my whole coin term for me for my year is freedom, and then also a lot of changes on my physical plane. So I've been doing a lot of things outside of myself, and I'm really excited about that, and that pulls me away from this just a little bit. Additionally, I've been trying to navigate how I work with social media. It's something that always comes up for me. I haven't been spending really any time on it at all, simply because my energy, I really can't handle some of the things that are going on in general. I'm really sensitive to certain things, and I am trying to figure out a way to kind of navigate it and create my presence on social media without feeling like I'm being railroaded by some of the things that I prefer not to engage in social media. Social media gives a platform for, I feel, people to kind of disassociate from who they might truly be inside, or a way to look for validation outside of themselves, when my whole platform is about working from the inside out so you can find alternative ways to feel good, validate yourself, and make your presence in the world feel meaningful to you without the approval of anything outside of you. And going on social media while I have that alternative view, it makes it a little rough for me because, of course, I'm working on the 4 agreements, and I'll get back into that later. I want to get to your reading today. So, of course, I got our usual suspects, 6 cards across 4 decks. And we're starting as usual with the map deck. And if you did not know, we are in Mercury retrograde in Pisces. And you may have been feeling it for a while, simply because we were in a shadow period for some weeks now, and it finally went retrograde yesterday. And I know for me, I've been discombobulated. I mean, doing things like dialing the wrong phone number, losing things, forgetting things. So this is really a time to kind of slow down. And in retrograde fashion, all 3 of the cards that are from the map deck are all in reverse. Retrograde motion is the backward thing, and now we have these 3 reverse cards. So here we go. The first card is wide open card in reverse, and that's what it looks like upright. This wide open card is about things like jealousy, envy, trying to hold on to things, people tightly. This card is telling you, please don't do that. What you hold on to tightly is just going to get in the way of what you're really supposed to have, what your true desires are. See, because we have the things that we want, and we have the things that we need, and sometimes we don't know what we need because what we want is blinding that. So this card is, if there's a person who's trying to walk out of your life or is trying to keep their distance, let them. Because when you let that block take over your life, everything else is going to be blocked too. So what you let move out of your life leaves room for stuff to come into your life. So avoid holding on to anything too tightly. I tell people, I would rather attempt to hold water in my hand than to try to hold on to a person or a thing. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So the next card is slow and steady, also in reverse. This is how it looks upright. So this slow and steady card is about impulsivity, or pushing things that aren't ready to go. So don't jump the gun. That's what this is about. Maybe you are anxious to get something done, cleared up, worked out, sorted out. Maybe you're in a new situation. You want to move it forward. Maybe you've jumped into a situation with someone. You're like, this person is great. And you just want to be like, I want to be married tomorrow. Or you don't want to, you want to hurry up and file your taxes or something, and you didn't get everything in order, and you just pushed it through to the IRS and they kick it back. Like, just let things blossom in your own time. If you're working on something, a personal project, and it's not moving as quickly as you want, Take this time to look everything over. Remember, we are in retrograde, and that means there's going to be some communication mishaps, delays, all sorts of things. Your email, read them again, double check. So this is just a time, slow and steady. Double check everything. Don't push it. Let it chill and move in its own time. Okay? Then, card number 3. One ring circus reversed. That's what it looks like upright. This card, it's about control. Avoid controlling, trying to control everything around you, because guess what, honey? The sun will rise with or without you. So the world is going to keep moving. So if you think in your mind, oh, if I'm not doing it, it won't get done, it'll get done. Somehow, some way. Time keeps going. So try to avoid controlling too much. Other people, everything. Let other people step up to the plate and do their part and play their position. Alternatively, for this card, it could mean that someone is trying to control you and you might need to set boundaries. And from what I'm feeling from this overall reading, I feel like it's not about them. It's about us right now. And we probably need to chill out with our attempts to control everything. And Mercury retrograde is the opportune time for you to learn the lesson that you can't control everything. Mm-hmm. All right. Now we're moving into another card, Strategy 21. You know, this is from the energy deck, and this strategy card is also about control. However, this is different. This is controlling you, like what you have to get done. This is crossing your T's, dotting your I's, making sure you got you're sorting everything out, taking the time, slow, steady, to look at everything, gather it all up before you can execute. While this card is about the control of others or others controlling you, this card is about you controlling your elements, your pieces, everything that's just about you. Just about you. Take this time to chill and focus on your own stuff. Because sometimes we focus on other people's stuff so that we don't have to focus on our own stuff. Focus on your stuff. Like physically, you know, if you have tasks and goals, and then emotionally, your feelings, your needs, if you know what they are, and your wants, like arranging them. Like, do you really want that? Are you sure? Okay. And from our love deck, simplicity. If you're gunning for an answer, a lot of the solutions to our issues are just baked into simple things. So, like, for example, if I don't have an answer to something, I'm like, oh, what do? I'll go be quiet, take a shower, complete silence, and answers start coming to me. Answers will start coming to me for things that I didn't even know I needed an answer for, you know? So just try to avoid overanalyzing and be in those places and spaces where you can just be quiet and just tune in and to the silence and then see what comes up for you. And I was talking to my BFF yesterday, and he told me that something in his mind kind of just shifted. He said, I haven't felt this way. I've had this feeling in my head for some years, and it just lifted, and I feel something different. And I said, well, you know, can you attribute this to anything? Like, any idea why? He said, being alone. See? Taking the time to just be with you, cut out all the noise, things start lifting, you start getting clarity. It's a wonderful thing. So meditate, dance, relax, be free, let your mind go. Answers will come. However, it's bringing me to my last card. And I love that this card came up, because when I was thinking about, oh, I have to give everyone a reading again, the thing that came top of mind for me one day when I woke up is I need to tell everyone again that they've got to connect. They have to tune in to the universe, to the spirit, to their guardian, whatever it is. My platform will never tell you to tune into anything specific, but it's some connection that resonates with you. And this card comes up, guardian. Okay? Sit still, feel, and try to tune in and tap into what resonates with you in this wide universe, because that is a way for you to receive guidance, even if it's just a method for you to help trust your own intuition more and to clear up things that are bogging you down. Let some energies go that are in the way, that are blocking you. Open up your heart, open up your mind, and tune into what you feel around you. You know, maybe that means you went to a beach and got in the ocean and sat on a stand or touched nature, hug a tree, grass, lay down, meditate, something. Just to connect you to the just the whole expansive energetic space and universe around you, right? This Guardian card is about. Consider it if you haven't already. But if you're watching me, chances are you're interested in that thing, or you're working on it, or you're already doing it. Okay. So before I get to the surprise that I have for you, I mentioned the 4 agreements again. And basically about my absence from social media, it's, you know, part of it is I'm working with the 4 agreements. And one of it is being impeccable with your word. And that's just kind of not saying things that really don't need to be said. And, you know, the way, and I've been, before the 4 agreements, I was just considering things and you know, do we always have to say something or give our opinion? And I think of it as, is this going to push the needle forward, or is it just saying something just to be said? So I like to stay away from social media because it's a temptation to pop in and say things to people about stuff that doesn't resonate with you, but that's their stuff. And your response to that is your stuff. So I much rather stay away and not be exposed to things that will take me outside of my focus on working within the 4 agreements. I'm just starting, so I want to kind of really do my best, which is one of the 4 agreements. So there's that. And another thing, I was listening to Ghost of a Podcast. Jessica Lanyadoo, I think I got her name right finally. She's amazing. And one of the things that she said that I want to share with you is that don't discredit your failure, because it's a combination of your successes and failures that just basically shapes how things are going, how you are. You know, your successes are based in your failures too, because you fail and then you know, get up, try again, or go another way, bam, success. So don't discredit them. Don't feel bad about them. That's kind of the gist of it. You know, this is a huge, huge paraphrase, but that was from Jessica Lanyadoo, Ghost of a Podcast. I check out her horoscopes on a weekly basis, and I really like her a lot. So, and one thing I got a new deck. The Universe Has Your Back. And this is more of just one of those decks where you just get like a nice little message. So I'm just gonna pull up a message for us right now before I go. I don't want to keep you too long, so I'm just gonna pull one for you. Sometimes things jump out. Like a couple of the cards that I pulled out today were like jumpers. Like it just like you're shuffling and then the card just like that. So we're just gonna see what we get today. I'm excited. This is like brand new. I usually wait weeks and weeks before I bring out a brand new deck, but this is just like an inspirational one. I did keep it in with me close by for a couple nights, so I'm just hoping that it picked up enough of my energy. So I'm just gonna slip one out of here and let's see what we got before we go. The universe has your back. That's great. First time, we know it. It's true. Namaste.